Seoul is seen as a leading example of socio-economic development. As inter-Korean ties improve, some are optimistic its experience could advance human development in the north. To find out more, our Oh Soo-young spoke to one of the leaders of the UN Development Program.
As Seoul and Pyongyang get ready for their cross-border projects, the South could have much to offer the North in terms of making socio-economic progress. That's according to the United Nations Development Programme's Director of Advocacy, Ulrika. In an interview with Arirang TV, the director says she hopes the UN will be able to expand its engagement with North Korea on social development.
So the UN and of course UNDP being present in both countries also follow with great interest the positive steps forward. The hope of the world is of course to see peaceful development in the region, but also development that can bring human development to the people.
The UNDP is one of 6 UN agencies working in North Korea, having established an office there in 1979. The organisation aims to support the UN's strategic priorities for North Korea by filling gaps in nutrition, energy and disaster preparedness, especially among women and vulnerable people. The director expressed optimism that South Korea could share its developmental experience as cross-border ties improve.
I am sure and convinced that South Korea has a lot of positive examples to bring, and these Sustainable Development Goals has a heading that says "Leave no one behind." And I know that there is also an engagement in Korea in the important area of gender equality, and this is also something that we would like to bring also to any development engagement that we have as UNDP.
The director is currently in Seoul to discuss ways to deepen cooperation with South Korea's foreign aid agency KOICA in order to share successful policies with other countries.
The experience of Korea with regard to forestation are very important areas in these times of discussions of climate change. Governance and anti-corruption, transparency are examples of areas where we can see that policies and practices in Korea can actually be exported to other parts of the world, in Asia but also in African countries.
Relations between South Korea and the UNDP go back more than 50 years. Starting in 1966, the UNDP provided the South with aid as it recovered from years of brutal colonial rule by Japan and the Korean War that followed. Fast forward to 2010, and South Korea was the first aid recipient country to become an official donor, and it's been expanding its foreign aid program since. The UNDP official hopes Seoul will continue promoting multilateral cooperation amid the rise of nationalism and populism, which could hinder the UN's global development goals. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.